Now, probably one of the first things that you'll want to do when you begin working with your static pages is you'll want to edit that default About page. And of course, that default About page comes with our fresh installation of WordPress. It gets added on to our fresh installation here. So let's talk for just a few minutes about customizing this page. Now, I've gone and navigated back to my dashboard here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to my About page. So I'll expand open the Pages category here on the left-hand side, and I'll click on Edit, and then, of course, back into the About page. Now, before I go ahead and click on my About page here, of course, you remember everything that we had talked about in here previously, right? If I hover over top of my page title, I get my links here, Edit and Quick Edit, and I can delete this page if I want, and I can view the page, and it tells me who the author is and when it was created and how many comments I have and so on and so on. Of course, a lot of the WordPress screens look very familiar, and they all function in the same way, so hopefully no worries there. Okay, let's go and edit this guy here. Go ahead and click on About. Okay, now I'm getting a warning across the top here that I have an auto-saved version of this page. If I want to view the most recent version, I can head down to the version below, or I could view the auto-save. I'm not really going to worry about that because I'm going to make some changes here anyway. So what I'll do here is I'll just crank out my browser window here. And of course, what I could do at this point, if I wanted to, is I could head into this main body area here. I could select all this text and delete it out. And of course, I could type in some fresh content. Welcome to my new blog, for example, something like this, and you could perhaps add in some graphics or even add in video, really, if you want. Really, everything that we saw when we were talking about working with posts and working with media, all of that applies here because we have access to our Upload Insert menu here, or buttons I should say, across the top here, the audio and the video and the media and all that good stuff. So you can certainly make use of that if you want. We even have the kitchen sink toolbar as well. I must have left that on previously, so we can certainly make use of all of the options that we have available there as well. I'm going to go and turn my kitchen sink off though. And you know, the other thing as well is as you're setting up your About page, you can work inside the visual editor if you want, or you can flip over to the HTML editor. So again, a lot of the stuff that we've already seen still applies to these static pages. So hopefully no worries there. So again, maybe I decide I want to craft a custom About page maybe in Dreamweaver. And then what I'll do is I'll take all that code and all that formatting and everything that I built, and I'll copy it all and paste it all over into my HTML editor here, something like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip back to my visual editor. I want to go and get some text content from one of our sample text files. So give me a moment here. I'm just going to hide Firefox. You can minimize Firefox on your side there. And then down onto my desktop, I'm going to go and grab my project files folder. Pop that guy open. And do you remember this guy here, our first post.txt file? Go ahead and grab him, double click on him, pop him open, and let's take the content that we have inside this file here, select it all, and we'll drop it into our About page. So select all this text here and copy it, Command-C here on the Mac, of course, Control-C on the Windows side, and we can close out of that guy and close our folder. And give me a moment here, I'll flip back to Firefox. You can head back to your browser as well. And all I'm going to do is I'll get rid of that, sort of that dummy text that I had typed in there with you just a moment ago. And I'll go ahead and paste Command-V or Control-V if you're on the Windows side there, of course. And there's my content. And then as I say, at this point, if you want to add in some graphics or add in some media, go right ahead. What I'm going to do here is I'll click down at the very bottom of my post and I'll just hit enter here. And I'm going to go and insert a graphic. So I'll click on my add an image icon here up on my upload insert toolbar. Go ahead and click on that guy. Give me a moment here as I get things organized. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add something in here from the media library. So I'll pop this guy open, and maybe it's this first guy here. Remember our original droid cartoon that you and I had used. So again, here I'll click on show. I'm sure you remember how to do all of this from our previous exercises. The alignment, I think I'll set this guy to the center. And I'll bring them in at full size, insert into post. Go ahead and click on that. There's our graphic. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and update my page now, update the About page, just as if we were updating a post, right? Across the top of the interface, I can see that our page has been updated. You can go ahead and click on View Page if you want, or I still have my Preview tab open inside my browser, so I'll head back there and I'll refresh. Command R or Control R if you like. And sure enough, there's our new About page with that graphic. And I went and forgot about that. Remember that graphic size? We had to shrink him down. So I'll leave that up to you if you want to go back and shrink your graphic. I'll go and re-shrink down or resize my graphic in just a moment. But there you go. More importantly, there's editing that default About page.